Hey fans, me here for a comic show. It's April Fool's Day. There's a few big books like Convergence Zero and the Rage of Ultron, original graphic novel, Rick and Morty #1. Lots of fun stuff. Convergence Zero, it's King and Jurgens, and I guess Jurgens, because it's so heavy on Superman this issue. This is issue 0. Ethan Van Sciver draws the whole issue. It was beautiful, and it's trippy. It's like tripping balls with Superman. It's all different versions of Metropolis, all different versions of Brainiac, you know, all like the animated one, Brainiac 13, the superpowers Brainiac, every Brainiac, everything happened, everything matters, and they stole cities, and the cities are domed, and now the cities will have to fight, and who's going to survive, what's going to be integrated after Convergence, I don't know, but I know this first issue was pretty fun, and it kind of pockets in there with, if you remember Doomed, Superman Doomed, where he was dealing with Brainiac and some weird variations of different cities, and that was also in this book, Future's End, a little bit. But get issue 0, maybe just buy the main Convergence book and see all these battles of craziness, and then get the little 2-part issues that you really dig. So I'm excited for that, and this World's End 26 is actually the last issue. We already know. We knew from the beginning they were going to lose. I'm not really spoiling anything. I'm not saying who dies. I'm not saying how they lose. I am saying this goes right into next week, issue 1 of Convergence. The Future's End, Brother Eye. Looks like Brother Eye wins. I'm not spoiling any of that. Really Batman Beyond heavy this issue, which is what, you know, most fans wanted the whole series. Batman Eternal finale. This was insane. Love what they're doing there. If you haven't read the last issue, I'm not going to spoil anything about the city and the owls and all the rogues and all this stuff going on, but it came to a wonderful crescendo. And this annual to Batman and Robin #3 by Tomasi is just this beautiful end cap to his run with this. And I like it. You know, I really like the handle that Tomasi has with this father-son relationship. And that was a great issue. I know that Damian's going to have his own series starting in June, and it won't have that same dynamic, but there'll still be a Batman and Robin series, so that's fine. Moving on to Marvel, Star Wars book. It's not one of the Star Wars books that take place after New Hope and before Empire. This takes place 15 years ago, and it's Clone Wars stuff, like you can tell from the cover. I don't know if you watch Star Wars Rebels. I freaking love Star Wars Rebels, and I will defend Star Wars Rebels. That show was wonderful. I watch it with my 5-year-old daughter. We both enjoy it. It incorporates a lot of cool stuff from the Star Wars mythology, and this issue is Kanan's origin. 15 years ago when he was just like a Padawan, and it's by Weisman, who is the showrunner. So Weisman, the showrunner of Rebels, the showrunner of Young Justice, is doing this book. It's the secret history of Kanan. It's canon. If you watch the show, you should definitely get it. And if you don't watch the show, you should watch the show if you like Star Wars, because it's a damn good show. I really enjoy it. Moving on to Spider-Gwen. You guys know I love this book. I really love the Matt Murdock and Kingpin dynamic. I love the Frank Castle dynamic. I love all this stuff. It's just fun and fast-paced, and I'm enjoying it. I believe the hype. It's good. Uncanny Inhumans is Charles Soule, and this is focusing on the royal family. This is focusing on Blackbolt, not where Inhuman is a lot of these new characters that got, you know, were in that little egg and came out of the egg with like, I got powers, look, I'm just like Human Torch, my name's Dante, and I'm an Inferno. But this is the Inhumans that you know and hopefully love, the name brand Inhumans, and it has McNiven on art. It's the same creative team from the Death of Wolverine, Soule and McNiven, so check that out. Avengers, everyone dies every issue, time runs out. This one-shot of Guardians of the Galaxy by Tim Seeley, best story ever. I don't know why it's a one-shot or what. It was a fun story. It was really fun. We got Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon and Thanos, Gamora, Nebula type stuff. It was just a fun, lighthearted single issue that I enjoyed. Rick Remender and Acuna's Uncanny Avengers. This has a whole lot more teases about Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and the High Evolutionary and what are they if they're not mutants, and you know, get that there. And I'm not gonna, even if I did spoil it, it's probably just a ruse. We'll find out later. But this is the big deal. Avengers: Rage of Ultron. timed to come out right before the Age of Ultron movie, and this is a great team. The two co-creators that do so much wonderful things together, Rick Remender and Opena, and it has yesterday's Avengers, today's Avengers, and a whole lot of crazy stuff going on, and it's Ultron, and it's just a lot of fun. You can sit down, carve out a couple hours at a time, and just read through that. Obviously, I haven't read this. It's not April Fool's Day, it's Tuesday, and it's like 11 something, and no, I have not read this whole thing that I didn't get an advance copy of. But you know what I'm gonna be doing tonight, neglecting my family and reading this book. If they start annoying me, I'm just gonna sit on the toilet where they don't bother me and read that till my legs fall asleep, because I've been waiting for Age of Ultron. Moving on to Image, Southern Bastards, the Jasons. This is the final part of Boss, and making you actually care about Boss to this is the pivoting thing where you're like, oh, there's where it becomes a total asshole. You know, I hated you, then I started to have feelings for you, and now I hate you again. So great job, Jasons. The Dying of the Dead 2 by Hickman. This book is just weird, just a weird period piece with some crazy ass stuff with some underworld and old people dying and what are they doing, and I love Hickman. I love Hickman's creator-owned stuff, and I give him a wide berth for doing crazy stuff and building mythology, as you know, with East of West and whatnot. But Dying of the Dead is a great book. I don't know where they're going, but I'm enjoying it. Black Science 13, Rick Remender again. Love this guy. It's the second issue after Trade 2, so get issue 12, get issue 13. I'm enjoying it. Nailbiter, first issue after volume 2. We almost find out why there's so many serial killers in this one town, but you know, due to the periodical format, there's a cliffhanger that we don't find out, but I just so want to know. We're so close, and I like how this issue is a play on the first issue with the actual nail-biter serial killer biting nails, and this is the agent doing it, and this actually does happen in the issue. This is not just, oh, this looks cool, this is eye-catching, this actually happens, so there's that, and it's awesome. You guys know I like this imprint black mask. Well, Space Riders, this is just tripping balls. This is like Jack Kirby-esque. If you're reading G.I. Joe Transformers, it's a lot like that in the art and just the style, the verb of it, the tone. And reading this, I laughed and laughed and laughed, and I realized this is the Lobo book I want. This is the Omega Men that I want. This is what I want from some DC space stuff. This is, it's like Guardians of the Galaxy not watered down. And I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not dissing Guardians of the Galaxy, but if you want something authentic that doesn't have any of the edge smoothed over by Hollywood, then hold on to your butts and buy this issue. Jim, the box set Hollow Foil's out this week, not last week, so stop calling and emailing saying that I missed it on you, because IDW sent it today. And Rick and Morty #1. It's written by one of the writers for the show, Zach Gorman, and it is awesome. It's great. And what we're having for April Fool's Day is we're going to have all 11 episodes aired here in the Geek Easy. I don't know if that's legal. I'm going to pay the $1.99 each from Amazon, you know, Prime, whatever. I'll pay that and download it, and we'll show it. And if you're here for all 11 episodes, which is 23 minutes each, 4 hours and 21 minutes, I will give you a copy free. So come here, marathon it out, and you'll get a free copy, and you'll enjoy the hell out of Rick and Morty. We have plenty of copies. I probably ordered way too much because I love that show. And enjoy your April Fool's Day. Make sure you get Rick and Morty #1. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.